guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I completed this look here, and in order to create this look I used the Colourpop Honey palette. How perfect is this palette for summer? It is an all yellow palette. I love it so much. I only use this palette in today's video, so if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then you are in the right place at the right time. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Alrighty, let's jump into this video. I have not filmed in so long. I say that every video because truly I take so long to film these days. But I am really excited for today's video because I am going to be filming using the new Colourpop Honey palette. It's a yellow themed palette, which is why I want you to be able to tell that there is yellow in my shirt. I'm really excited to film this video. I have done all of my makeup, including my lipstick actually, because I really just want the focus to be on the actual palette. So let me tell you what I have on my face. And I have coffee here. I'm like juggling coffee. It's late, like almost lunchtime, but I'm so tired, Alrighty, so what is on my face? So for primer, I use the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas primer, and I put that in my T-zone area. I love the smell of this primer, but I don't know that I love the performance of this primer. I also went in old school me. I think I used this foundation on the very first video I ever filmed, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the color 112 Natural Ivory because I'm pale as ever. For concealer, of course, I went in with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in the color Light. I set down my under eye using the Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder, which I have been liking quite a lot. And I set the rest of my face down using this here. This is the Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder, which I actually picked up at TJ Maxx. I really like Becca's powder products, so liked that. Bronzer, which I forgot to do initially, and I was like, why do I look so weird? Like, I did my whole face, I did my brows, and I started putting highlight on, and I was like, why does this highlight not look right? And then I was like, oh my god, I don't have blush or bronzer on. So I used the Marc Jacobs. This is the Tantastic Omega bronzer, which I believe is the lighter version, which you guys know I've been liking that. I also used the Alamar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio, and I actually just used this bottom color from it, which is a peachy color, and it is called Cast Away because I wanted something more nude on the cheeks. For highlight, I used the Wet n Wild Megaglow in Precious Petals, which I just found out mine is broken. Like, the top of it is broken. I've hit major pan on this, and I actually need to put this on my store list because I'm afraid they're gonna discontinue this highlight, and it's genuinely my favorite highlight I own. Brows, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Taupe today, and I set that down using their clear brow gel, which may have taken over my life and may have replaced my hairspray and a spoolie. Now, hairspray and a spoolie is so much cheaper than this brow gel, but I love this brow gel, so good. So I use that for brows. I set everything down using the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, which this is like pretty much all. And then for lips today, I used the Bite Beauty. Okay, this is the Bite Beauty Liquefied Lip in the color Whip, and maybe my new favorite lippy right now. I think that this nude is just such a perfect nude for me. I tend to like more cool toned nudes, and I feel like this does have more of a gray look to it. So I really have been liking this, and I actually have this in a couple of other colors. I got like a little mini trio set and really like the formula. So that is the lips, and that is what is on the face. So let's just jump into the fun part of the video. I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to get started. This is hot. Very hot. So let's just jump in and get started. I picked up the Colourpop Honey Pressed Powder Palette. They are doing these new palettes right now where they are color themed. So I think they have blue, pink, they may even have purple. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but they also have yellow. I was so drawn to the yellow one because I feel like when the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette came out, the Subculture palette, I didn't end up purchasing that because it had horrible reviews. But the thing that drew me to that palette was the mustard yellow color that was in there. So what else does a girl need other than this palette here, which is all yellow. So I've heard a lot of good reviews on this palette. Colourpop Cosmetics tends to have really good eyeshadow products. They are such an affordable brand, so if you're not familiar with them, please go check them out. They are very, very, very affordable. I actually discovered them so long ago. I still lived at home. I think I was still in college, and I had discovered them because I read this post online. It was actually on Facebook, and it was like the Colourpop liquid lipsticks were apparently equivalent to the Kylie Cosmetics lip kits, and that is when they just started coming out. So they were sold out. Everybody's freaking out that they wanted these Kylie lip kits. I don't follow the Kardashians or the Jenners, so I could give two craps about what they release at all. But I was like, well, if I could get something comparable, that would be cool. So I ended up getting them, and their liquid lipsticks, you guys know, are really good. I use them on my channel all the time. But their eyeshadows are equally just as good. So let's jump in and get started with this palette. I'm talking way too much. So I'm going to go in with the Sedona Lace EB13 brush. This is my typical brush that I use to apply any transition shade. And I'm gonna first go in with the color Stinger here up on the top. And this is gonna be our transition shade. Okay, so we just put a little bit of that yellow down as a nice transition shade, but we are going to deepen the look up, and to do so, we're gonna go in with the color Sweet Spot, which is on the opposite corner here, much more of a true yellow. Still going in with my same brush. And then going back into Stinger, and just sort of brushing that on the edges just to diffuse the color a little bit more. I'm going to then go into the color Oh Behave at the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's spelled B-E-E-H-A-V-E. That's so cute. Anyway, I'm going into that color. It's a deeper yellow, and I'm going to apply that in the crease. And then going back into Stinger again and just diffusing the outside edges. Now I'm going to be going in with, this is a Morphe M513 brush, and this is actually from the Pride collection of brushes. I took most of them out at this point. Anyway, so this is the M513, which is just a nice tapered crease brush. I'm gonna go into the color Totally Buggin', which I'm hoping is gonna rein in a little bit more warm, and I'm gonna focus that in the crease and on the outer V. Alright, then to deepen up the look even more, I'm going to go into the color Buzzkill. So that is actually the darkest color in the palette. So I have heard some folks share some concern that those of you with deeper skin, I'm not sure how much depth you're going to be able to get with this palette. So I do think that they could have put like a brown in here. That would have been really good. So I'm gonna go into Buzzkill and see how much deeper we can get this, but keep in mind I'm very fair, so it doesn't take much for me to have depth. That definitely deepened up the look and added some dimension, which is good. I do also wish there was a dark brown though, just because if I'm doing a full-on eye, I tend to like to really smoke it out. So I would have gotten use out of a brown. I'm gonna just go back into the color Oh Behave, which is the deepest yellow, I feel, and I'm gonna just run that along the edges. And then back into Buzzkill and just blend everything together. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M167, which is just a flat shader brush. And I'm gonna go into the color Queen Bee, which is the dark golden color of the palette. I'm gonna start by applying this on the outer V area. Then I'm gonna go into the gold shade, which is Dandy, and then in the very inner corner part of the eye, I'm gonna go into this color here, which is Sunburst. Then I'm taking Dandy actually on my middle finger, and I'm gonna apply that. Oh wow. Then with a little bit more of a precise brush, this is the M326 brush, which is a really small shader brush. I'm going back into Dandy, and I actually think I'm going to apply that. What do I want to do? Do I want to bring it all the way down? Yeah, I'm going to actually just apply that all the way down to the inner corner of the eye. And I'm going to save Sunburst, the lightest shade, for the inner corner. Using that same brush, I'm gonna go back into Queen Bee, and I'm gonna just re-intensify the outer V. I think we lost some of that deeper shade, and we want kind of like an ombre look. And then on the very inner corner part of the eye, I'm gonna go into the color Sunburst, which is this top shade here. I'm actually gonna use that for the very inner corner, and I'm gonna drag that down onto the lower lash line as well. Right, then going back into the M513 brush that we used Buzzkill on, I'm going to go back into Buzzkill and just sort of intensify the crease a little bit in the outer V. And then going back into Sweet Spot and Stinger from the palette and brushing that on the edges. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to go in with the M431 brush, which is a nice pencil brush, and I'm going to sweep the color Sweet Spot and Oh Behave on the lower lash line. Okay, I don't like that brush. I'm going into the M506 brush. That one was just a little too dense. Oh crap, and you know what, I forgot. I wanted to put in yellow eyeliner because I also got this off the Colourpop website. This is the color Punch, which is literally, it's a yellow gel eyeliner. I'm actually going to throw that in the lower lash line, and then I'll finish smoking out the lower lash line. Now we're going to finish off the lower lash line. So again, going into Sweet Spot and Behave, I'm kind of just mixing them together, and I'm smoking that out on the lower lash line. And then on the very outer V of the lower lash line, I'm going to go into Buzzkill and Totally Bug In, which are more of the warmer shades. I'm going to intensify the lower lash line. And then I feel like I brushed away that color Sunburst on the lower lash line, so I'm going to just reapply that. I'm just going in and blending any spots that I feel like need blended. And then I'm going to do a very generous coat on the lashes. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to coat the upper and lower lashes. So that is the final look. I completely forgot. I maybe wanted to do a winged eyeliner and then also do like white stripe, but I forgot. And I used every single color from this palette. The only color I did not use is Palooza, and Palooza does have a little asterisk and says not intended for use in the immediate eye area, and that is because it has big flecks of glitter in it, so they're probably not approved to be in your immediate eye area because they could scratch your eye. So in my opinion, they probably should have just done away with that color, just because I personally am probably not going to use it around my eye unless I have like a very strong glitter glue and I'm very careful when taking it off at night. Some of my thoughts on the palette: of course, I really like how this look turned out. It was pretty easy to achieve. The pigmentation is very, very good. The two I guess constructive criticism comments that I have are that one, I really wish there was an upper brow bone highlight because I don't have anything right now on my upper brow bone, and I just would like a little bit more sheen up there to pull together the look. And then the second comment I have is that if you have deep skin, you probably will want a deeper color. Even me, a very fair skinned gal, I wish that there was a deeper brown in this so that way we could really smoke out the eye if we wanted to. Now this color here though, Buzzkill, is very deep and it does add some nice dimension for me personally, so I would be curious for you darker skin gals out there how this palette works for you. That completes this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time with another new video. Bye guys.